But the next thing I want to talk to you a little about here, Arn, was what else happened at the Clash. And it could be because of, like I said last week, Gordy leaving, Jake Roberts leaving. They're in need of heels. Barry Windham, he turns heel. And the turn came during the main event match where Windham and Rhodes defended their tag team titles against Douglas and Steamboat. Windham and Rhodes began trading hands following an argument where Dustin refused to go after an injured Ricky Steamboat. Douglas takes advantage of the situation, pins Windham after a belly-to-belly suplex. Dustin returns to the ring and apologized to Windham, but Barry hit him with the DDT and a superplex before being pulled away by the officials. And this concludes, Arn, the month-long heel turn that they have been teasing on television. Windham then attacks Steamboat and Douglas, who were conducting a backstage interview with Jesse. But, Arn, you've worked with Windham, against Windham. You've told us countless times on this show how good he was in the ring as a performer, as a worker. This heel turn would eventually lead to a world title for Barry and for you, the opportunity to face him in your only world title match on pay-per-view. But what did you think about Barry and his heel work?
Barry was just really good at anything he did. I think he was probably a better babyface because, I mean, he's 6 foot, what, 6?
Yeah, 6'6".
260, like a gazelle. He floated around that ring. Handsome guy, good-looking guy, just a tailor-made babyface. He had all the tools. But, you know, as a heel, you know, I don't know. I just had a preference of Barry as a baby face.
Yeah.
It's not that he was not a good heel. He was, but he is just so established in everyone's mind as to being the ultimate babyface. It felt like to me this switch might have been just one too many.
Yeah, well, and they needed to beef up their heel stable, it felt like, too. This Clash, Arn, also featured a tag team match where you and Bobby take on Kensuke Sasaki and Eric Watts. And we have the match here in our third clip of the week. Let's check it out together. This is from Clash 21, November 18th, 1992.
Cash inducement for Hayes, Anderson, and Eaton to injure this young man during the course of this contest. So it's a high-stakes match for Watts.
I'm confused, Jim Ross. It says that Watts is from the University of Louisville. What, he lives on campus all the time?
That's where he attended college, obviously. He's from Bixby, Oklahoma.
There we go. Then he's from Oklahoma.
Collar and elbow tie-up. It's Beautiful Bobby and Eric Watts starting it out here. And Eaton, Anderson, one of the great tag teams in WCW. What a great challenge for the young combination of Sasaki and Watts. Side headlock, far side, and oh, look at the slaps. A Beautiful Bobby waist lock, but a quick go behind by Eric counters it.
And Beautiful Bobby caught one from the young rookie. You know, I'll tell you something. I don't envy Eric Watts. I mean, here's a young guy, his first year as a professional, and he's got a bounty on his head. I mean, that could mean his career, Jim Ross, could end before it even gets started, really.
You're right about that. You're exactly right about that. He's certainly been on a hot seat as far as Dangerously and his people are concerned. Beautiful Bobby forcing Eric to the ropes. And he'd got the elbow in. The experienced veteran from Huntsville, Alabama. Takes Eric to the far side. Goes to the abdominal stretch, and he's trying to get it applied. Couldn't get it hooked in. Good arm drag counter.
Whoa, right over the top rope.
Eric back up on that second rope. Avoiding. Beautiful Bobby knocked him down with a shoulder block. Comes at him with a fist. Watts came to fight here as Beautiful Bobby goes to the sanctuary of his corner where Hayes and Anderson are. Now Hayes wants to speak to the referee.
Well, you can see right now that the rookie Watts, I think he's overly pumped up. He needs to low-key it a little bit more right here. He's over. Uh-oh. Here's a tag to whom I consider one of the most dangerous men in wrestling.
Arn Anderson didn't earn the name the Enforcer for nothing. He is a tremendous athlete, and I'm sure he will want to keep this pace very methodical, Jess. Anderson with a wrist lock in control. It's countered by Eric Watts. And Watts makes the tag to the powerhouse from Tokyo, Kensuke Sasaki.
And Sasaki back to the arm. But the enforcer drives him into the corner. And here's what, whoa, Sasaki got out of the corner. Smart move by the young Japanese wrestler. You don't want to get caught in the corner in tag team wrestling. That's where the damage is done.
And Anderson makes another tag to Beautiful Bobby. Now it's Eaton and Sasaki. Sasaki, good move into the headlock now. He's we said, a very powerful, strong, compact athlete. Good shoulder lock. Gets the momentum from the ropes. Beautiful Bobby took him up and over, but Sasaki shows great agility. Comes back for that drop kick. And Beautiful Bobby has not been extremely productive here offensively in the early going.
Well, Sasaki flipped over and broke that with his feet. Got up immediately. Beautiful Bobby thought he had him down, but Sasaki hits him with the drop kick. And Beautiful Bobby and Arn Anderson got to regroup a little bit here.
Sasaki forcing Eaton back into the corner. Nails him with those chops. Hammering away at Beautiful Bobby. He nails Anderson, who came over to try to get involved. It's Eaton with a reversal. No, it's Sasaki reversing it, taking Eaton back to the corner. But Anderson pulled Eaton out of the corner, and Sasaki found nothing but turnbuckle.
And now he's going to find more than turnbuckle. He's going to find the floor.
Hey, so that a cheap one on the outside. The referee being detained with Beautiful Bobby. I thought it might be Anderson with a cheap chop, but it was Hayes.
Well, Michael Hayes is a tough guy, you know, and sometimes it gets the best of him sitting outside the ring, and he's got to get himself involved. But the main thing when he does that, he doesn't dare let the referee see him. Whoa, and he got another shot in there when the referee was with Arn Anderson.
And walks around. The referee's got to restrain him. And it's Anderson driving Sasaki's head into the top turnbuckle, now raking the youngster's face along the ropes. Anderson and Eaton with some double teaming there. And Anderson with the arm bar. Anderson looks to be having a little problem with his left knee.
Well, it's heavily taped, very, very heavily taped.
Eaton misses a clothesline. And Sasaki caught him. That took him around that 360, that big power slam. Both men now are down. Sasaki able to make the tag to Watts, and Watts is in.
And Watts coming in, firing right hands, fires Beautiful Bobby into the buckle. Catches him. Beautiful monkey flip into a pin. Oh, and he's hammering him with the right hand. I thought he'd go for a pin, but he just wants to punish him.
He's got to be careful not to be disqualified here. The referee reaches 5. It's a disqualification. Irish whip to the middle of the ropes. High elevation and that back body drop by Eric Watts. Anderson comes in. He's nailed by Watts' right hand. Sasaki in. Watts and Sasaki. Then De La Rocque training. Good fireman carry takeover. Going for the cover, and he got a near fall.
You know, the referee should not be counting anything with 4 guys in the ring, Jim Ross. He needs to get control.
Watts has been training with Hiro Matsuda, the NWA champion, Masahiro Chono, and Sasaki. Working on his submission moves. And he caught him with right hand. Eaton came off the top, and he was nailed. And Eric set him up. Could be going to the STF. He's got it.
He's got it hooked. He's got a submission.
STF, the STF, the submission move, and Beautiful Bobby has given it up.
Ladies and gentlemen, here are your winners, the team of Eric Watts and Kensuke Sasaki.
So the training with all the great Japanese athletes pays off for Eric Watts.
Eric Watts getting that rub already.
It was a little bit early for him to be in a match like that, of that magnitude. The first part of the match, you could really see it, you know, and I'm not knocking him. We've all been there. He's just too green to be in that spot.